might start a video off like that. And we are back with another episode of Code. What up, y'all? I'm Callie.
Mills.
We just want to go ahead and bring y'all the truth, the honest truth, and nothing but the truth. We don't promise to know it all. We just promise to always never short you of effort, of giving you that truth that we know of it. So
That's
when
it,
it comes to today, man, we want to get into a couple of different things actually. But first and foremost, should we have another light on? Is that light ready? Yeah. Hold on, y'all. We can get this thing squared away. You know what I mean?
There we go.
All right. Let's start from the top. Welcome back to another episode of The Code. Coming at you live is Callie.
Mills.
And today, y'all, we just going to give y'all the truth, the honest truth, nothing but the truth. We won't short y'all the effort at all. And we promise to go ahead and keep it
all the way funky.
You know what I mean? Always funky, sticking to the code. You know what I mean? So, Mills, how you been feeling this week?
I've been doing good, man. You know what I'm saying? Some ups, some downs, but overall, always grateful. You know what I'm saying? Like every day is another blessing. You know what I'm saying? Another day for opportunity. So I try to. That's really what I've been focusing on lately. Is trying to be grateful for every moment, no matter how bad something is or how much it's not what I expected to be, what I wanted to be, and just trusting the process.
Nah, I heard that, man. It's always a blessing, even in like the rain. You know what I mean? Like if it's always good, you never know what bad feels like. So you can't even really appreciate good. You know what I mean? The best times I've ever felt was like recovering from a headache. I felt invincible. You know what I mean? During a headache, I'm like, what the hell? Who created headaches? Why does this exist? And then when it's gone and it's over with, you know, I feel great, feel stronger than ever overcoming that. So, that's real. And that's the first thing I actually want to talk about, man. Wins and losses. So I'll go ahead and start off. You know, the major loss I've had over the last 2 weeks, I did have my uncle and cousin. They passed away. So I do want to, send blessings to all their immediate families, my family. Y'all please stay safe. Please stay safe. I also failed my CPT exam. If y'all don't know what a CPT exam, that's Certified Personal Trainer exam. You don't need it to train people, but it gives you more credibility. It's a certificate. So,
for sure.
I wasn't tripping about the failing. No, I'm lying. I was tripping about the failing. But when I tell you I failed by 68 and I needed a 70, I'm like, bro, 68 and I needed a 70. Like, what the hell? Bro. But you know what? I was like, had I passed with a 70, that means I barely know what I'm talking about. So this gives me a new opportunity to dive back in, optimize my time and actually plant real seeds, not just trying to get a 70, but trying to ace that mud. You know what I mean?
Type shit.
So, you know what I mean? That was my L over the last month. What about you, Neff?
I had a personal goal to not, you know what I'm saying, have to use my mental health, you know what I'm saying, stuff at work, but, you know what I'm saying, kind of push came to shove and I had to. So, you know what I'm saying, that was a personal loss for me, like something I've been trying to set the goal and, you know what I'm saying, being able to overcome, because dealing with my mental health issues unmedicated can be difficult sometimes. So I be thugging out a lot of shit that, you know what I'm saying, most people wouldn't be able to handle, you know what I'm saying? So trying to give myself grace and, you know what I'm saying, just not hold myself, you know what I'm saying, too hard. And that's why I said, just again, even when stuff not going the way I wanted to or the way I expected, just understanding and trusting in the process and knowing it's a part of the journey and this growth every day ain't gonna look perfect. You know what I'm saying? Like,
thanks.
So that was kind of a personal loss for me.
Yeah, just not being able to keep that promise to yourself that you made. Now I heard that, man. That's definitely a lot of people deal with that, even myself. So you definitely not alone. Y'all in the comments, type in the comments if there's been a time where you didn't keep a promise that you made to yourself. Maybe you said you wasn't gonna eat candy, you wasn't gonna drive drunk, you wasn't gonna hit your husband, you wasn't gonna hit your wife. You ain't gotta go too deep, but you can let us know if there's a time where you didn't keep the promise you made to yourself. But yeah, anyway, I did want to go ahead and switch to the other side. You know, everything has a other side of the coin, right?
A win.
So wins. Go ahead and pop us off with some wins you done had.
I actually had a paid show and 2 releases. So Rolling and Painting Pictures, the cover is on all platforms right now. Y'all go check that out. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I had a paid show that I did with my partner Easy. You know what I'm saying? So that was cool. Like, you know what I'm saying? Got to do what I love to do, get a little check for it, and you know what I'm saying? Enjoy my day. You know what I'm saying?
You
So yeah,
feel me?
win.
That's definitely a win in my book. Cause man, getting paid to do what you love, that's like the goal.
Yeah, and my girl got to see me perform for the first time, so it was all
Oh, how was
around.
that?
Yeah, like yeah, everything was up and up, and like perfect. Good, yeah.
How was that though?
No, it was good. It was fun. Like she got, you know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Like she enjoyed herself. Like it was. I appreciate her for coming. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah, it's like
it's different when somebody supports you. You know what I'm saying?
man, I
So
was just about to say I was like when you know you're in high school and they got your jersey on, rooting for you, puppy love. It's almost like got a fan. You know what I mean? A true number one fan. So yeah, I got to win and seeing how you know even though I might not give myself enough credit, there are people out there that you know appreciate the value I bring when it comes to just you know doing what I love to do. So I've been able to be blessed with some people to just let me know that they appreciate what I've been bringing, you know, to them, you know, through social media, through just giving encouraging words, you know, helping them out with advice. Because, you know, as a person who's always doing and giving, you know what I mean? That's what we expect to do. So when I give you the advice, I'm not expecting nothing in return. I'm not expecting it to like change your life. I'm just giving you what's on my heart based off the scenario you handed me. So it's I think it's a W, you know what I mean, seeing that the impact we have on people we may not always know about, but it's there, you know what I mean? So we appreciate y'all for coming and liking and sharing and just being a part of this journey, the code journey. Um Something in these videos and all of our stories, you will find some value. I promise that.
yeah, no, I'm one of them people who like when I
Yeah.
see you post you playing the guitar and just the journey of everything that you be doing for it remind me like it don't have to be perfect. You know what I'm saying? Like you just got to put it out there,
Yeah.
and that's what sometimes was what makes it perfect.
Yeah. Yeah. It's like no perfect practice. I mean, nothing's perfect, but what was it? Practice makes perfect. You feel me?
I
Perfect
think
practice.
perfect. Yeah, I would say perfect
Perfect
practice
practice.
makes perfect because if you practicing wrong, it's not gonna help you for nothing.
So how about this one? Perfect practice makes progress.
True.
You
Because
feel
I
me?
feel like perfect is
Yeah.
that's
It's
that's
like women, right?
that's tough.
I rate women on like 1 to 20 because like 10 that's too easy to get, but 20 you gotta be touching the sun.
Yeah, you
Come
definitely
on
got to
now.
be doing something for
But
real, for
I'm my bad. I'm off topic.
real.
I
Because a
think you
10
had
is a win. I think we was on topic.
yeah yeah
10 is a win.
20 a 20 and a 10.
A 10 is a win and a 20 is a dub. You hear
That's a
me?
dub. That's a dub.
But
So
yeah,
what you had for us, brother?
oh, when was the time that you feel like you broke the code and didn't apply the code when maybe you should have? And I say for me, um, would be really like so sometimes I have a habit of overthinking strategy to the point where I don't execute. I will have overthought and possibility myself to death to where I just be like, nah, I ain't gonna do that. And then I'll see somebody else do it and be like, fuck, I should have did that.
Mm. I'm gonna say that again.
Like when it comes to strategy, like whether it be how I want to put out a song or some viral content I'm thinking about making, and I'd be like, I will think about it, then I'd be like, nah, that might offend this person, or no, I don't like that concept, or I don't want to, you know what I'm saying? And then I don't execute on it. And then I'll get on social media like 2, 3 weeks later and see
Yeah, see
somebody
it.
literally did everything that I was
Yeah.
thinking and be like, I should have just did.
I swear Drake done stole so many of my songs. Like I had done a song and all I said was baby girl. And next thing you know, I hear Nokia. My boy, he sung a line, he was like, I'm not Spider-Man, I'm not Superman, but I can be your man. The next thing you know, you hear fucking Spider-Man, Superman. And I'm like, what the fucky? Because how? You know what I mean? These are common words, but when it comes to like the use of them
I
over
feel like
repetitiveness, was you listening to me, nigga? But I
like
ain't put it out, so
I
it
feel
couldn't have
like
been right.
certain shit because it's popular. Like Superman and Spider Man is popular.
Pretty popular.
So the chances that y'all would both be, you know what I'm saying, fans of it is
Yeah.
very likely. Like I feel like it's there's a lot of factors that go into that, bro. Like it's just, I can get deep, bro. Like subliminal messaging, like you might have both seen something that
Now let
day
me
that
tell you
made
this.
y'all think about it. Like it could be a lot of shit that could make two people have the same, because it's just like going on there to make an email and they be like, oh, this email's already taken. How would
How?
anybody else have thought about the shit that I thought about for my email?
Come on
Like,
now.
and it was
It's my name.
customized.
It's my fucking name.
Yeah, but you never know for
Yeah.
real.
Yeah,
Like, so
that's
it's the
facts.
same thing with music, bro. It's just like people will be like, oh, that was my line. He stole my line, but a lot of times you wasn't with him and he wasn't with you, and y'all didn't hear each other. Y'all just had the same idea based off of the same concept and went to the same endpoint.
You know, that was big with comedy. When Kevin Hart, not Kevin Hart, but Cat Williams did an interview with Shark. You know, a lot of people came out like, "Yo, he stole my joke." Oh, it was Cedric Entertainer, right?
Mm-hmm.
He's like, "Yeah, he stole my joke." But yeah, to answer your question, a time didn't live by the code. Man, I think I can think of a couple times. I be beating myself up, boy. I be like hating myself for breaking promises to myself. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I said I wasn't gonna hit the vape. I don't bottle vape, y'all. Where my vape at? I don't bottle vape, y'all. So I want y'all to know this vape is on 82, right? Once this vape is on 0, you won't see me vape again.
Hey,
That's not only a promise to the chat, that's a promise to me. You know what I mean? I ain't gonna feel like I'm gonna feel like shit if I break that promise to myself. Just like you said earlier, you know what I mean? It's not even necessarily about the external. Nobody had to know what I told myself what I was gonna do or not do. I know it. You know, it's something I can't sleep well at night knowing. Because every time we, um, bypass the development and code, we are training the weak cells and the weak muscles to be weak. You know what I mean? I told myself I wasn't gonna vape. I bought a vape, and the world didn't end. So I'm teaching myself, hey, maybe I can still vape, still go to the gym and be okay, but my future self gonna hate me for it. So that's the promise I got to myself and to the chat. I want y'all to also think about the time you broke the code. You know, maybe it's a promise you made to yourself. Maybe you acted a way you shouldn't and you didn't plant those seeds with a relationship like you should have. Or maybe you just didn't elevate and rise to the moment when it was time to go study for your CPT exam. You studied to make a 70 and you got a 68, and you should have been studying to get a 99. But I digress.
Hey, you know
Um,
what? I'm gonna say though about the vaping, and I'm gonna leave it alone. I saw a sign, fool, at the gas station that I had to take a picture of it. It says cigarette companies intentionally. Let me start at the beginning. It says a federal court has ordered R.J. Reynolds Tobacco and Philip Morris to state cigarette companies intentionally design cigarettes with enough nicotine to create and sustain addiction, and vapes have been proven to be more addictive than cigarettes. So give yourself some grace. You're having
I
to
do.
fight something that
But
is made to keep you addicted to it intentionally. Not
but you
saying
know, bro,
continue, but you
you
know what I'm saying?
know,
Like it's you fighting a hard fight. But yeah, no, don't do that shit no more.
I appreciate that. You gotta have accountability in
Yeah,
your life,
man.
guys. Um, but not yet to your point, it's like like I said, when you train that muscle to not do it more and more, you make it easier because when you didn't vape and then the next day you felt great and then you just kept it going, I felt great. You know what I mean? So if y'all got something out there where you've been trying to get over, trying to, you know, get past, but something keeps pulling you back, you know, take a step outside of it. You know, maybe you don't go that route where you got to pass the gas station when you get off, where it's tempting to go get something or you know you don't supposed to eat at the grocery store. You know, I was at a quick story. I was at a what is it? A donut, not donut, but coffee shop,
Mm-hmm.
and they were like, you know, advertising some muffins and something.
Mm.
And I was like, all right, they got muffins. So I get up to the counter, you know, order my coffee. I'm like, let me get 2 of the muffins. She said, we ain't got the muffins, but I do got the hot, it was like donut balls or something like
Pause.
that. Balls. It was some donut holes or some shit. Yeah, donut holes. So she like, yeah, they fresh and hot, and I give you 2.5 off. I'm like, you trying to trick me? I know I'm supposed to be eating no
Temptation.
donut or no muffins. You didn't have it. I'm gonna take that as my sign. I don't need to get nothing. I get up to the counter. She like, you sure? I go ahead and give them to you for free. I'm like, you really tried. I ain't even say nothing. I was with my boy. I was like, okay, I'm getting weak. She keep fucking trying me with these donut hoes. You know what I mean? These donut hoes, they'll try to get you. You can't let these hoes get you. Don't let the donut hoes get you.
Yeah.
So I ain't say nothing.
Goes over hoes.
You got that's why you gotta have accountability partners and good homies around you. Cause I was getting weak. And I ain't say nothing. She said, I give them to you for free. I just stayed quiet.
That's crazy. She gave up profit.
You feel me? She really want me to lose my gains and be one of a motherfucking fat motherfucker walking around eating donut hoes.
Hey, that's crazy.
But my boy, great thing he was there, and great thing he had the same mindset as me. He said, nah, we good. I said, thank you.
Back up.
Because if I had to say something, it would have been, how many you got in
there? Let me get
Throw the ones you got in there for me for the free ski, and I'm going to pay for 2 more. So you got to have a great foundation around you, bro.
For sure. So, do you want to move into the Q&A?
Oh, we got some questions.
So,
you know, I did think I seen a couple of them.
Yeah, I was gonna say we got some DMs.
Okay, here I thought this was a funny one. It say, is it foul to bring Tupperware to the cookout before the food is even served? So imagine you pull up, you like getting your 2 kids out, and you're like, hey, y'all grab that plastic bag with that Tupperware so we can go ahead and go in the house. Is that foul? You see somebody walk in the house and they got like plastic bags full of Tupperware for the chili, the homemade chili, that super spaghetti you made. They finna take some of that home.
I feel like
Are they keeping it cold or are they cap?
So I feel like that's a tricky question because it depends on who house you going to. If I'm going to my mama house, I am absolutely bringing Tupperware.
Yeah.
What Denzel say? I'm leaving with something. Like, I'm leaving with something. Now, if I'm going to a coworker's house that invited me to a cookout for their family, I don't come with nothing I wasn't told to bring. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's it, right? Like,
no, that's a fact. It's a sliding scale where it's like your relationship with the person
that absolutely matters,
and or the person who invited you. Because now, to your Denzel point, you see a motherfucker who don't know mama or granny like that, and you like, hey, you want to go to jail, you want to go home.
Man,
you
hey, who
put
is
that
this?
Shit back.
Somebody come get him because he finna die over ribs.
Man, and you know, for me, it's different because granted, she know a lot of people I don't know, so a lot of people come get plates, and I don't know who should or shouldn't be getting plates. Y'all just do y'all thing.
and that's why I say it's all about the relationship, because I
Yeah,
know people that do, like, when they do cookouts and big stuff, they'll invite people that they know don't have a family or don't eat or
feeding the
don't, you know what I'm
village.
saying?
Yeah,
And they'll be like, "Hey man, come by and get a plate." And they be like, "You can stay if you want to, but I just want to make sure you get a plate." You know what I'm saying? And they might be somebody that don't like people, so they came just to get a plate and dip out. I know people that have people like that. They gonna be like, "Hey, my uncle gonna come through here and get a plate. He ain't gonna kick it, so you gonna see him fix his plate and dip on out. He don't like people." You know what I'm saying? Some people are big on energy, and crowds make them anxious, and you know what I'm saying? So they not trying to mix and mingle too much. They just, you know what I'm saying, they was invited to get a plate. That's what they gonna do, and they gonna skedaddle.
yeah, and depending on who house, that's accepted.
Yeah, yeah.
I definitely appreciate those type of dynamics where it's welcoming instead of like I don't mess with them, but even though they live in the vicinity as me, I don't mess with my family. Come on, guys. It is okay to cut family members off now,
Yeah, for
but
sure.
have a reason for it. Have a reason that you can actually sleep at night with, you
Yeah,
know.
for
But
sure.
at the same time, you got to think about the people you're around and family. If it's not beneficial for you, why be around them? You know.
Yeah, no, I don't recommend holding on to nobody toxic. I don't care if you got the same blood in you or not, because people with the same blood as you will kill you just the same as people without the same blood as you. So that's not, you know what I'm saying? They'll bring you down or mean you just as much harm as somebody you don't know. So you can't let things like family and relation keep you locked into a situation that's detrimental to your survival. You know what I'm saying? So that's where I definitely would draw the line. If you always with little Rodney and there or little Ricky, and every time y'all together that nigga getting shot at, you probably need to stop kicking it with little Ricky. He's doing some shit that's keeping him
Yeah,
in commotion that is not safe for you.
he's a magnet to bullets and copper.
You hear me?
For some
Like,
reason, I don't know. It's just magic. Um, there was another question I saw in the chat. You want to read it?
so you at Walmart and you see a full on fight. Do you break it up? Do you pull out your phone and record?
Mm,
Do you go try to find Walmart security? Like, which person, like, you know what I'm saying? You see a viral video and you see some motherfuckers fighting, and it's all kind of people doing different shit in the background. Some people running, some people using this opportunity to steal. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you can see all kind of commotion going on in the background, bro. Like, but which person do you think you are? Now, I ain't gonna lie. There's two versions of me in this scenario, and it absolutely
Hold on.
depends.
Don't tell us. Do it with charades. Which give us the first version. Give us the first version without saying a word. I'm gonna talk while he explains what the thing is that
So the first one is
he gonna tell us. So if you guys are just now watching this clip, Mills is gonna demonstrate what first version of himself he would be if he saw a viral clip, or if you see a viral clip of someone doing what?
fighting in Walmart. Not if you see the clip, but if you're there
You're
when it
there.
happens.
Yeah.
You're in the situation when it happens. Would you be the person catching the viral clip? Would you break it up? Would you be trying to steal
So
while
don't.
security ain't looking?
So he's gonna not tell us what he's gonna do, and in fact, he's gonna show us
Yeah.
which
Depending on
person
what type of day I'm having, there's
he's
two
gonna be.
options two options that I'm gonna take. The first option is
I see you.
I'm absolutely catching this because somebody's gonna
Hey,
get knocked out. And
yo.
then the other option would be I might just stand there and watch. I might not even, because I'm such an in the moment person. I ain't trying to miss something trying to record, because I'm watching my surroundings. Like, I'm trying to make sure shit don't escalate too far. Like, because a part of me is like, I would want to capture the moment if it was funny, but if it was serious, I feel like I would want to be paying attention to make sure people can get out the way if shit get too dangerous. Like, oh, this motherfucker finna pull a gun out. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Get people out the way and be like, hey, y'all, this ain't no shit you need to be watching. This shit finna escalate too fast. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like it depends on the day I'm having, and you know what I'm saying, how escalated the fight is and who it is. Because if it's too YNs, like I'm probably not gonna pull my phone out and record. If two niggas with shiesties get the jacket, I am absolutely vacating the area immediately. I'm out of there. Up is
Hey, what Kobe
gone.
do? Isolation. Yo,
No,
move out the way. I'm out of here,
I'm
yo.
not. Now, if it's two old heads in there tussling about, you know what I'm saying, and
Oh,
I'm
phone out.
absolutely like,
I'm talking about I'm stepping into it, like getting 4K video. I might get a
like,
job after this. Paramount gonna be like, yo, come shoot a movie.
world star,
You
all
feel
that.
me?
You know what I'm saying? So
Now, it's a fact. If I was in that scenario, definitely. It depends how close I am. Like, if I'm in a situation, you say Walmart, it's crowded. I'm at the motherfucking shit where where the candy at and shit. I'm in line. Next thing you know, two niggas just start rumbling in the back, knocking over Reese pieces and damn stepping on the knickers. It's damn Skittles everywhere. And I'm just like, what the hell? I turn around. At that point, I gotta fend for myself. Where I gotta be like, all right, distance. I'm
yeah,
gonna treat that bitch like COVID. I don't want nobody in this fucking perimeter right here. Just make sure y'all do y'all thing now. At that moment, I'm in the moment, like you said. I got to be on cue. I can't have no phone in my hand trying to hold my oranges, tangerines, and shit. Fuck them grapes. I'm gonna have to be able to get down if I got to get down, because all I know is I just got bumped. Now, if I'm far away, I'm walking up on it like, hold on. I don't feel no threat. A part of me is like, I've had dreams where I'm running away from Jason, right? But I was backpedaling because I wanted to see that nigga. You feel me? Like, you finna catch me running, and then I'm gonna see where you at. We just gonna keep going slow together. Forever, nigga. I'm down with it. We just gonna keep going slow together.
not
Every
you
now and
outsmarted
then.
them.
I caught on to you, boy. I caught
I
on to
keep my
you.
eye out to you, nigga. You don't pop out from around no corners.
Exactly. As soon as I turn around, you gonna go missing on me, and I'm gonna be mad. I'm gonna be like scared forever. But if I see you, I just know. So it's kind of like that. I'm walking up in Walmart. If I can see, it's almost like if I can see the person pull out the gun, I'm like, okay, there's the danger. Versus I'm in a crowd and I just hear the gun. I'm like, where's the danger?
Oh yeah, that's crazy.
I ain't never been in that situation. Thank God. Hopefully, never have to be. But
I'm gonna tell you about it.
okay, so you can tell me if that's the case. Mentally, I'm like, I'd rather see who's the threat versus not being aware where the threat is.
So being in that situation, since I have been in those situations multiple times, it doesn't matter whether you know where the threat's coming from or you don't, because at the end of the day, you don't never know where they're gonna shoot
Where's next?
regardless.
Yeah.
Like I done been in situations where I knew where the shots was coming from, but then shit changed quickly when niggas that's running 5-10 feet away from me start dropping. And so it's like, shit, like I hope I'm not next, nigga.
Yeah.
Just trying to get out the situation.
Yeah.
It's like, even though you know where the shot's coming from, it don't stop you from possibly being in the crossfire.
Yeah.
And then even when you don't know where they coming from, it's just as scary because it's like, shit.
Am I going towards it?
Yeah, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't even know what direction to go in. Even if I was, like, I might be walking into the danger. You know what I'm saying? So it's like they equally scary, but for different reasons.
Yeah, I can see that. I can see that. I think I seen another question. Yeah, we can answer this last question and wrap up Q&A. So yeah, it was basically saying, is it disrespectful to have close friends of the opposite sex? So let me read that again because dyslexia whooped my ass. So is it disrespectful for your partner to have close friends of the opposite sex? How do you set boundaries while still cultivating trust? Oh, that's a great question. We're going to keep everybody anonymous. We're going to protect the guilty in case people do, decide they want to get their question off, but not, expose themselves. So we respect that. But basically, she was asking, how do you cultivate trust, and is it okay if the your partner has opposite sex friends?
I just feel like it depends on the dynamic.
I think that's what she said, right?
Like,
Yeah.
and because I don't know, to me, it's weird to expect your partner to not be friends with somebody just because they're the opposite sex. Now, if they're the opposite sex and y'all friendship started off from a romance, or y'all be a little too touchy feely when y'all friends and you single, like it depends on the dynamic of the relationship. Because I know females that have purely platonic male friends. They ain't never tried to sleep. Like I got them, you know what I'm saying? Like, and we
Yeah,
ain't never tried to sleep together, never
exactly.
tried to kiss, never none of that. So when they get in a relationship, they boyfriends are not threatened by me because I'm just as close with them as I am with a
Yeah,
girl. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I got female friends that's married and I text their husbands, you know what I'm saying? Like we like this, you know what I'm saying? Like so it's all respect because we don't have that type of history. You see what I'm saying? So
hmm
I feel like when there's that type of history, it can make it tricky. Doesn't make it impossible because it depends on how long ago that was. Like, you know what I'm saying? If we
yeah.
dated 15 years ago and we've been friends since, like, we ain't re-dipped in
That's
that
the part.
pool, or, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah,
again, it's all about the dynamic and the boundaries that can be set. Because I feel like if you got a partner and they want a friend of the opposite sex, but they don't want to set boundaries of not being too
you
touchy
in trouble.
feely, or, you know what I'm saying? Certain shit, if there's no
hmm
boundaries being set, then that's a red flag.
Yeah, that's I totally agree, man. Like, it's about like how you became friends. You know, what was the intent behind this relationship? Because I found that if you have, I'm talking to you, the the writer. So if you have a partner who you've told, hey, this person maybe is uncomfortable, and they continue to hang around them, then that will deem to be disrespectful because they could either a tell you, hey, I'm still gonna do this. At this point, you either staying or you're leaving. So it's not disrespectful if they tell you, I'm still gonna do this, and it's either stay or you go. It's not disrespectful. Flip side, they tell you they're not gonna do this, and then they go do it. They lied. Lying equals disrespect. So that the answer to this disrespect question. Having opposite sex, platonic friends, there's nothing wrong with that, right? Like, there's way more women in the world than men, so every man can't have every woman. They're gonna outnumber us. We have to have just friends, just based off math, the numbers, to live daily life and let society build. There's gonna have to be platonic friends. Now, intent. I what I like to do with my platonic friends is ask about their man and ask about them both, not just asking about them because that's not respecting their bond, their relationship. How's your relationship? How's your husband? Or how's your boyfriend? Your man. You guys good? And that's how it should be. When you sense or when you get that vibe of your partner may not be asking about his platonic friend mate, why isn't? Why aren't they? It could be just strictly business. Where are their conversations?
They don't
We'll
talk
have to
about
get we'll
personal
have to
life.
get more info, like to deeply answer your question. But it could be strictly business. We only talk about stuff, and it can't be privy to eyes that are not in the company because that's risk. That's brand risk.
Mm-hmm,
So it
mm-hmm.
could be some of that, but I would say trust your gut. Um, that's the best advice I probably could give you. Just trust your gut because if you're feeling uneasy about this, there's probably other stuff we don't know about that may be going on in a relationship. So, I think
Yeah, because I feel like there is a tricky thin line of a lot of men and women that think they have platonic friendships, then they just have cock blocks.
yeah.
Somebody that's keeping them from finding somebody because playing the platonic friend role, they like, nah, they not good enough for you, and they not this, they not that, and they
Mm.
really just keeping you single because you trust them. They using your trust to keep you single and keep you away from people that you probably should be connecting with. So the
Why you
platonic
think
friend could be tricky because it may be that they're playing the platonic friend because you put them in the friend zone, but that's not where they really want to
want to be?
be.
Yeah,
You see what
yeah,
I'm saying? They really have a crush on you.
yeah.
They want to be the one, but they know they're not the one. So the best thing they can do is keep you away from everybody. So they got all your time. even though it's not the way that they want it, they're going to take it the way that they can get it. You know what I'm saying? So like I've definitely seen that happen. So it's like, but that's again up to you being self-aware and seeing the pattern of, you know what I'm saying? Especially when you know somebody good for you and somebody telling you, nah, they not, like, I would be looking at them weird, like, what is you on, bro? Like, if I'm happy, why are you against me
Mm-hmm.
so much? Like, what you doing? Like,
That's a fact.
I want to play devil's advocate though with that question, real quick.
Can you
So,
hold your thought? I use the
yes.
bathroom. All right, we're gonna take a quick bathroom break. Bring y'all some commercials and pay sponsors. See you in a minute. All right, y'all, we back. And yeah, you said you had a thought. What was the devil advocate you said?
So with the platonic friend question, I get this a lot from I'm going to say toxic men and women that feel like men can't be platonic friends with women. Now, the women that see a problem with this think the men are gay because they can be friends with women or hang with women. The men
Oh
also
wow.
see it the same way because they like, why you want to hang around a woman if you're not trying to have sex with her? So for me, these two types of very shallow thinking people
Hey.
tell me that that's all they know of the opposite
Yeah,
sex.
right,
They
right,
don't
right.
know how to have
Long
platonic
hanging fruit.
friendships and not just give your body to every person you meet that's of the opposite sex. Because not
Right.
everybody is meant for you to stick your dick in and give you a coochie to. You got
Message.
so for the people that think that male and friends are male and female friends are weird platonic relationship. Like I've had female best friends since the age of 6. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for
Like,
sure.
and it's just like I learned so much about women from them. And same vice versa. Like when you have a platonic friend that you can, especially that when they're a good person, like, you know what I'm saying, you can see somebody like, even if you didn't have a sister when you, because that's for me, I always wanted a sister, but I never had one. So my platonic female friends were always like my sisters, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like I get to be their protector and like be their big brother, you know what I'm saying? So it was like, I like that, you know what I'm saying? Because I always wanted a little sister and my mama always wanted a girl, but she never had any, you know what I'm saying? She got all
Mm-hmm.
boys, you know what I'm saying? So we was tearing shit up with no softness in the house. Wrecking through shit, you hear me?
Totally.
So yeah, it's just like, I don't know. I think when people get so shallow that they only see the opposite sex for sex, it's it's crazy to me.
Yeah, it's like what can you do for me type attitude, and that's never
Or they just have
it's
lustful
never
mindset that they don't see past.
yeah, that's a lot of problem with men. You know what I mean? I can't speak for women, but I know for men, that's a big problem where we can't get past lust to see what a woman truly is. You know what I mean? But y'all beat it up in the comments. Let us know what would you do in order to cultivate that trust as far as having your partner who has the opposite sex friends. Y'all let us know what y'all would do. Hit us up in the comments. Share this video as well. For me, as far as cultivating that trust, I had to honestly say have a conversation about what else may be on my mind, what where they're coming from, why why is this person so important to their life? You know what I mean? Because it's not about platonic friends, I think. It's about maybe certain people. Or it may be about how your person is able to always gravitate towards the opposite sex. So that's not even about the opposite sex. We need to be having a conversation about what we both deem like how we want this relationship to go. You know what I mean? If if it is not like what we both think a relationship should be, then that's the conversation we should have. So that's how I would cultivate that trust, get a new blueprint, or recalibration on, what you guys already have, and figure out where you want to go. Because it's stages. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? You go from finding out who each other are, hey, hello, and then you move into talking. Now it's more good morning, good night, and now you on dates where it's pick you up at 7. You coming over? And now y'all in a little situationship where maybe spend the night, your house or mine. And now you know it's going into these stages. So at a certain point, you got to figure out, all right, we've been in this certain stage for a certain amount of time. I want to go here. What's your thoughts? Okay, my thoughts is I want to go here, and then you figure out if that matches up with your vibe. You know what I mean?
I feel like that's very important, what you just said, because a lot of people get into these situationships and they automatically assume that the next step is a relationship
Yeah.
or moving in together,
Stop
or
right there.
and you haven't asked the other person. You know what I'm saying? They just automatically get it in their head. Oh, we doing this, so this is what we finna do. And then somewhere along the line, y'all having a conversation or something going on, and you say something that and they be like, "Wait, what? Hold on, we ain't there yet." Like,
Yeah, when
and
do we talk about this?
yeah, it's because you let your feelings make you make an assumption on what this person wanted versus communicating your feelings to say, hey, this is how I feel, and this is the steps that I want to take to move forward, or this is what I'm thinking we should be moving towards. How do you feel about that? What are you wanting? So y'all can make a plan, and or they can be like, well, nah, I might just need to step back. You know what I'm saying? Because that's not what
Exactly.
I'm on. Or, well, yeah, that sounds good, but I want to do this and this first to, you know what I'm saying, either get my life together, or I need to work on some shit first, or whatever plans y'all want to make to get to the next step, y'all can come to an agreement. But I think a lot of people will start feeling something and then just automatically assume, oh, well, this finna be my girl, this finna be my man. And then when you say that in front of somebody and they be like, huh? We ain't never discussed that. Like,
Mm-hmm.
you can't just volunteer me for a relationship because you got these feelings or you think that I'm doing relationship things. Like, because that's all dependent on what you used to. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've been in situations where I talk to females or they come visit and you just buy them something to eat while they over here and they be so grateful. And I be like, damn, who you be hanging with that don't feed you when you around them? Like,
Hungry.
yeah, like, that's crazy. Like, so you know what I'm saying? Like, you could do something that's really just human decency, and somebody might take it and being like, "Oh, they like me because they," you know what I'm saying? I'll be like, "Whoa," you know what I'm saying? Like, no, that's not, you know what I'm saying? So it's like,
Yeah.
what you think is just a nice gesture, somebody else could take and run with it, just depending on what they used to, and if they used to dealing with shitty people or good people. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I feel like making an assumption just based on somebody's actions that they want something, it can be very tricky. Don't assume somebody wants a relationship just because they treating you a certain type of way. If you think that's what they want because they treating you a certain type of way, clarify, ask, discuss. Is this what you're doing? Is this what you want? Because the things that you're doing are making me feel this type of way. So yeah, that's why I would say that's tricky.
Yeah, you got to figure it out. Got to figure it out. Well, guys, we appreciate you rocking with us. We're gonna close this thing out by letting you know we are trying to plan something real special for you guys soon. I can't tell you what it is quite yet, but I can tell you that we are gonna be kind of remixing things. So we appreciate what you've already done up until this point by looking at this video, checking out the account. All accounts are the same. Breaking the code pod on YouTube, on Instagram. Um,
Make sure y'all follow, like, share, subscribe, all that. You know what I'm saying? Again, always grateful for the support. Make sure y'all keep tuning in, keep coming back to the code.
Tell them do one more thing.
What's up?
I want to challenge the chat.
To do what?
I want to get this video to 20 likes. So 2 challenges. I challenge the chat. I challenge the followers. I challenge all the what can we call a mob? I talk about the locker coders, but that's kind of weak.
We'll come up with
We'll
something.
come with out.
We're gonna come up
Comment
with a
some names
name.
that will be dope. You know what I mean? Beat it up in the
Yeah.
comments. Let us know what y'all think. What you think would be dope to be a part of the mafia, of the cold mafia. You know what I mean? But I want to challenge you guys to something that you are going to accomplish next week. Something that you've been maybe putting off. Maybe it's as simple as cleaning out your car, washing it, or maybe it's a little bit more complex, like passing your CPT exam and studying and making sure you optimize your time and develop those skills so you can elevate in your profession. But I digress.
Yeah.
Oh, that sound like a good challenge. What you think about
Yeah,
that?
I
What's
like that,
one
man.
thing you got
Take
next
something
next
that
month,
you
next
haven't
week?
done and you've been delaying, and yeah, tackle that,
For
man.
sure.
Um, I'm I'm gonna say I got some extra self care stuff that I want to start trying because of the day that I had with the you know what I'm saying mental health. So I'm actually gonna challenge myself. I actually put that in my notes today to remind myself to buy a book called Self Care for Black Men. So
Mm,
that was my goal because I actually was supposed to bring out the
that
book.
sounds
So
powerful.
yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and get that this week and make sure I do that.
Gotcha. So let us know what your promise was this week, and that that we want to hear that you accomplished that promise and you lived up to that promise to yourself. Next week, we'll let you know how we did. Y'all let us know how y'all did, and I will catch y'all next time in the code.
No doubt between the
Picture
men.
me rolling, 350 bins, getting these ends. No, this ain't friends. No camera, no set, yet still they pretend.